Alright boys, if you want to lock in and make millions of coins in Madden 25, then you need to try out Mixups. Mixups is the best all-in-one Madden coin making tool service on the market right now. They got a bunch of different and unique tools on their platform that will allow you to save millions of coins as well as make so much bread. I've been playing around with Mixups for a few days now, and my current favorite tool is the Snipe Spotter. How this works right here, snipes are going to pop up, you buy them, you sell them, you make coins, repeat. Yeah, you're seeing that right. Cards that are currently being posted up to the auction house that Mixups views as a snipeable price are coming up into this filter. You search for these cards, you buy the cards, you sell them off. They literally have a dashboard of every single profitable set. If you do want to try out Mixups, go down to the link in my description and use code MOSHI for 5% off your order. And once again, shout out Mixups. Yo, what is good, fellas? Hope you boys are all having a great start to your week. We got some things to talk about in Madden. First things first, this week's official content schedule from EA will be tweeted out at noon over on their Twitter. Of course, I'll cover it in my afternoon video, but if you guys want to see it before then, go on Twitter, go follow EA_MUT, or just go follow me. I'll retweet it. I do expect a pretty solid content schedule this week. We should be seeing Ghost, and that is going to lead us into our next conversation, the market. I think there's a few different routes EA could go about when it comes to Ghost of Mutt, one of them being an overall increase right off rip with the first drop of Ghost. You know, we have one more overall increase during Season 4. We have about 3 weeks left of Season 4, or 3 more Mondays before EA has to drop Season 5, or according to them, have to drop Season 5. I think the first drop of Ghost of Mutt would be a very, very good time to jump up from 93 overall champions to 94s. Whenever we do see 95 overall champions and 96 overall limited times, I say we're about a month away from that happening, the entire market is going to be shredded. But I definitely think 94s are going to change the market and change it for the better. I want to just scroll on down to the 92s and 91s, and honestly the 90 overall players, a lot of those cards are very good, very usable as of today. You can pick up these cards for the absolute low. Same thing for 92 overall Team Diamonds, by the way. But just scrolling on down here to the 91 overall Reduxes, these cards are all still very usable. And this is great, especially if you're just picking up Madden Ultimate Team for the first time, I guess like with Christmas or before Christmas. A lot of these cards you can pick up and they're going for the low. There are also ways for us to capitalize on this as somebody who plays this game decent amount. You guys see my overall, I'm a 91 overall, nowhere near top tier. But I don't hate the idea of selling off one of your more expensive players and coming in here and picking up JJ Watt, JJ Swat, or Ted Hendricks, the Mad Stork. A lot of these cards are still very usable today, and they're going for about 100,000 coins. That said, though, if we do see Ghost of Mutt and Ghost of Mutt are a 94 overall, this market is going to shift down even more. And when that happens, the cost per training is also going to get cheaper. Now, even if we don't see an overall increase, I do expect to see a market change because these Ghost players we're getting are going to be so damn generational. We talked about the leaks a few times over here, so I don't want to dive too deep into them, but the players we are getting are some of the biggest names in NFL history, as well as some of the biggest names in Madden. Calvin Johnson, Deion Sanders, Peyton Manning, Drake May's finally getting an upgrade. Not like that's the craziest name in the world, but they're just big names dropping with this Ghost promo. The Ghost players might be selling through the freaking roof, but everything else underneath them should take a significant dip. I do want to slide on over to MUT.GG right now, and I want to talk about the cheapest training by overall dashboard. This is in the pricing dashboard right here. You guys need to be utilizing this tool right here. It's free. You don't have to pay anything, and it is so clutch. Especially if I tell you guys the market has crashed, you should come on over here and figure out what is the best possible way for you to get cheap training. Training is very useful. You can, do training rerolls when mystery packs are on heaters. I'm telling you guys, there are certain times throughout the Madden season where mystery packs are just better than other times, and it typically takes place at the beginning of seasons and the end of seasons. We talked about it in the beginning of this video. We have like 3 weeks left of Season 4. Right now would be a very good time to buy up on training. You can also see the graph here of the price per training over the last 2 days. It is down in the gutter right now, but then it also goes back up. The price per training, it is constant. It is constantly changing. I highly recommend if you're going to buy training for rerolls or for whatever else reason you want, come over to MUT.GG, use the pricing dashboard, and just buy the cheapest training. You can watch this video at 10:30 when it goes live, and I promise you these prices are not going to be the same. I'm recording this part of the video at 9:47 a.m. They're always changing, but please use this tool. This is not sponsored by any means whatsoever. This is just something I actually use and I actually enjoy. I think that's enough market talk for your Monday morning. I'm going to down below if you have any questions or want any help with anything. I will happily help you guys, but just know be on the lookout, use the trading dashboard, and get ready to buy some cards. I feel like we're going to see a major change in the market. I want to remind you guys that MCS will be taking place Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Now, I'm sure it's all going to be over the content schedule, and I'm sure we're going to have Ghost of Mutt reveals taking place during that MCS stream right here. EA hasn't said anything yet, but I promise you guys this is going to be the case. I do recommend you guys watch the stream. You're going to want to get that cornerback Lamar Jackson. It's going to be a very good free card, and hey, free is key. I want to stay on topic of the Zero Chill Field Pass because I want to bring your attention right here to one of the best free cards. I know I just said Lamar Jackson, but Julio Jones is going to be the best free card you can get from this promo. He will unlock on Thursday. Somebody did the math. We're like 600 snow XP short, so we will be having this card on Thursday. But if you want to get him on Thursday, I would recommend just getting every single thing done in here you can. That's going to be my grind for this week because we want Julio Jones ASAP. 95 speed, 6'3", 6'4". How tall are you, Julio? He's definitely going to be tall. 6'3". He will have 95 speed. It costs 3,100 snow to fully max him out. And well, this is what you should be working for. You should be using this card. If you're no money spent, please use this card. If you're a God Squad, please use this card. I really haven't talked much about the premium Zero Chill Field Pass, but I'm really happy with EA that they didn't put Julio Jones behind that paywall. That was totally something I could have seen them do, and that's honestly something they probably will do later down the line. But the fact that they put one of the best free cards all year for free, not in a premium field pass, is legit, even though we have that premium pass option. And if that's how they're going to do the premium field passes from here on out for promos and season passes, this is a very good concept. Now moving on to Mutt Miss Draft Mode. We talked a little bit about this last night during my updates video. I was scrolling on Twitter this morning. The mode is still broken, and I guess we don't get instant gratification fixes, but I was hoping to see EA just change it last night. I mean, it's a hope they're not going to. I have no idea what's going on here on the back end of EA when it comes to wins tracking in special game modes, but it seems to be an issue every single time we get something like this now. Will they push out a fix? Probably not. I haven't really been playing this mode because my wins just were not tracking. I was like, this is a waste of my time. It's a fun game mode, but you're really playing towards nothing when it's like a 50% chance your wins aren't going to track. I know it's if your opponent doesn't quit out the game or you don't quit out the game and it goes all the way to the end. They show that stupid animation where it takes an extra 2 minutes showing the highlights of your game. More than likely, if that happens to you, your win isn't going to track. It sucks, but it is what it is. More things before we get out of here for the morning. Let's talk Merry Mixup. Now, Merry Mixup, when they announced it to us, we were supposed to see the promo drop on Monday with sets going live on Thursday. It is now looking like the promo is going to drop Tuesday with the full promo dropping on Tuesday. Fellas, this is so much better. EA told us that. I was like, okay, that's whatever, but why? This is good. Now, I would have liked a little bit more communication from EA telling us, hey, Merry Mixups are going to be dropping on Tuesday, not Mondays like we originally told you. That's a lot to ask from them, so I'm not really going to complain. I did want to drop some Merry Mixup predictions down here today. Take this with a grain of salt. It's probably going to be 100% inaccurate, but let's give it a shot. Last year, we had a running back as a safety. It was Isaiah Pacheco, strong safety. This year, I think we're going to have, is it too early to say Derrick Henry, strong safety? You know, I know Derrick Henry quarterback is its own thing, and that very well could drop in this promo, but I definitely think we're going to see an out of position Derrick Henry at some point through Merry Mixup. Offensively, we could either see one of the DBs playing wide receiver, like Trayvon Diggs playing wide receiver, but that's not really fun. That's just like the same build. Maybe we see another Vita Vea arc like Dontari Poe get a tight end card. They dropped that last year, I'm pretty sure too. They very well could do it again. I wouldn't complain with that one. Trying to think of a fun quarterbacking option. I know AD Mitchell threw a pick 6 yesterday, but he did throw a pass. Maybe we could get an AD Mitchell card. I hope we get a Johnny Wilson middle linebacker, 6'7" wide receiver, 6'7" middle linebacker. That'd be a fun time. But last but not least, let's just take a look at these 5th cards one more time. So, Football's Family promo, I haven't been the biggest fan of it. And this drop, I'm like, okay, it's cool, I guess. What I mean, it's going to be good or cool. It's just the names. The cards themselves are not that good. Now, on a theme team, on a normal team, sure, this card is going to be good, but we just have better wide receivers in the game. That is where I'm going with this. CeeDee Lamb is just so much better. We do have Peyton Manning dropping this week, so Colts theme teams, you know, get that going for you. But Marvin Harrison, the dad's got 91 catch in traffic. 94 speed just doesn't really make any sense to me. Give him 95 speed. This is a limited time card. Marvin Harrison is one of your bigger Madden names. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds. I did see a thing the other day saying that, like, lighter wide receivers and lighter players in general run better routes. So I am interested to see how this all plays out right here. definitely could be good, but with 95 speed, this would have been a top tier player in the game. Might have been the best wide receiver in the game. His son is nowhere near the best wide receiver in the game. He does have 2 inches at 6'3", weighs a little bit more, but 93 speed. EA did these cards. They gave the dad better speed, but worse route running. They gave his son slower speed, but significantly better route running. I don't know why they both just couldn't have had 95 speed and one had better route running than the other. Maybe one had better catching traffic. Either way, the Harrisons, we'll see. It's the Harrises. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the champions really quickly. It's 93 speed. We don't have that many 93 speed wide receivers in the game, so it's cool to have another champion. That's not going to be too expensive, and depending on price, these cards might be pretty solid. This one, again, depending on price, might be pretty solid. I definitely think his dad is going to be better. Probably a better Garrett Wilson. He'll be expensive today, but I do expect him to go down. And then his son is just a 6'3", 92 speed wide receiver. It's a better most feared Randy Moss, which, okay. I don't know, fellas. You let me know down below, what are you thinking about the Footballers Family promo in general? I'm not the biggest fan of it, and this drop, it's cool, just doesn't really make any sense. With that, fellas, this is everything we got this morning. Catch you boys back here in the afternoon covering everything when it goes live. Remember to use code MOSHI for 5% off your Mud Exchange order, and I'll catch you boys back here later. Until then, peace, gents. I love you guys. I'll catch you boys later.